would need to do further medicals for your son, and he was asking of past, present, and future. I'm not joking, I kid you not. That extra medical, the questionnaire was about his past, about his present, and about his future. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and the 7 month passed. 8 months on the dot. After 8 months, what took others 1 month to pass took me 8 months to pass. Hello everyone, my name is Ada Aquari, but you can call me the Warrior Mom. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you're here to subscribe, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I'd like to say a big thank you for all the likes, the shares, and also the comments. I love reading the comments. It encourages me a lot. So, as promised, I'm going to be talking about the mistake that I made when I was putting in an application for our Canadian permanent residency. So, having a special needs child, there's a part of the application where you have to go for medicals. So I went for medicals. Now I didn't have the information. I did not know what to expect. I didn't know anyone who had a special needs child that was applying for Canadian PR. And also, as usual, I came to YouTube. I didn't see anything to work with, so I went for medicals with my son. We went there. They asked me questions. I answered. The doctor wrote their reports, and I went home. It took I think after 2 weeks, I was wondering why, I think after 2 weeks, I got an email. Yeah, I got an email, and the email read, would need to do further medicals for your son. I said, further medicals? I said, okay. I needed to go back to where I did medicals. So I went back to the place where we did the medicals. And if you see, the sheet of paper of different questions that they were asking for, and they needed a certified neurologist or neurosurgeon or pediatrician to fill it and send to them directly, not through us, to them directly in a sealed envelope with their stamp, signature, and everything. So of course we had to take it to his neurologist to fill. And he was asking of past, present, and future. I'm not joking, I kid you not. That extra medical, the questionnaire was about his past, about his present, and about his future. At a point, the neurologist said, in my years of experience, I have learned not to talk about the future of a child with special needs because I am not God. So I cannot tell what his future would be, but I'll try my best to answer it, in the best possible way for them to understand. But I'm not going to put a tag to your son. I just told him, please, just feel what you can and send it to them. Since they can't send it through us, I'll just be following up to you. Send it to the medical office. And I left the doctor's office. I waited. And then I kept on following up. After 2 weeks, he said he had sent it to the medical office. I messaged the medical office. Actually, I emailed them and they told me they had received it. So, when they received it, I was saying, okay, now it's not be more than a week or two and I'm going to get a response. My people, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. At this time, I started looking for a group that has people located to Canada. Let me know whether this is a timeline to expect. And I got into a group. I was not saying, please, how long does it take to pass medicals for this Canadian period? They told me it's 1 month. I said, I'm in my 4th month. They said, there must have been something with your son's medical. 5 months, 6 months. I started investigating again. What should I have done differently that I did not do? And that was when someone reached out to me and said, Ada, you made a mistake. You shouldn't have gone for medicals with your son without a comprehensive medical report. Because right now, all they are doing is to determine whether your son is admissible or inadmissible. So you have to request for a GCMS note. I think that was the period, or a month before. I think it was a month before that. So I think it was my 6 month the person actually reached out to me. So I did a GCMS note while I was waiting and all. But I learned from that conversation that if you have a child with special needs, please don't go to that medical appointment without carrying a when I say comprehensive, I mean heavily padded. Don't go without a comprehensive medical report from a neurologist or a pediatrician telling you of their past, present, and future, because it will just close it will reduce the amount of time they would need to be deliberating and going back and forth and consulting. It will just save you a lot of time. When I got back the GCMS note, it's some sort of application you make to the IRCC to just find out where they are. I think it's IRCC or a third party to find out where they are with your application. And that was when I saw the back and forth. You will see everything. You will see the communication. You will see everything they've been saying on your matter. And it was like 100 and something pages. But I was just going through. And I realized there was a back and forth with my son's medical. Inadmissible, admissible, admissible. And inadmissible means that, when you're going to cause like a strain on their health, health system. So I just saw the back and forth and I was like, God, I beg, I can't come this far for this kind of thing to be happening. And the 7 month passed, and then on Children's Day, that was exactly May 27, 2022. 8 months on the dot, full stop, 8 months. That's when we got our medicals passed. After 8 months, what took others 1 month to pass took me 8 months to pass, because I didn't go with a medical report, showing a detailed explanation of my child's medical needs. And so I became a voice. There is no mother I've met that is planning to apply for their child with special needs, to Canada, that I have not told. Don't go near that office without a medical report. Don't be like me. 8 months is not a joke. Don't be like me. And thankfully, all the moms that reached out to me, because I now became like the very first person in that group who had that kind of situation. And so anyone who reached out to me, I'll tell you, please, once you receive an ITE, please just look for a doctor that's going to write like a medical report for you, and it will not, so that you can just fasten whatever it is they need to do for you to get your medicals passed. And it wasn't up to like everyone who has gone with that medical report from their doctors, some had like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, max 10 weeks, but nobody has gotten up to the 8 months that I got. So that's one mistake that you should never make. Like don't make that mistake like me, please. If you have a special needs child and you're on your way to applying for Canada PR, please start making arrangements to get a comprehensive medical report for your child, and go with it to for the medicals. Submit it to the doctor, and he will obviously pass it on to the IRCC and make things easier for you. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and you learned something from it. So please don't forget to subscribe, and if you have already subscribed, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. God bless you. Thank you all.